Do you know how to use an orange smoke flare? Are you familiar with the safety equipment that should be carried on your vessel? In this episode, we'll have the answers to those questions and much more. I'm Brad Whitaker, and this is Marine Rescue TV. An orange smoke flare can be a useful aid when attracting attention during daylight hours. Let's catch up with Stuart Massey at our Ulladulla base to look at how to use an orange smoke flare.
Today we're going to have a look at how to set off an orange smoke flare used during daytime in emergencies. First of all, check the expiry date on your flare. Also read the manufacturer's instructions. If you find that your flare has expired, please visit rms.newsouthwales.gov.au and look for flare collection. You'll be able to find when RMS is collecting flares at a local boat ramp near you. Now on this end we have the yellow handle which we will hold it by. We will remove the cap. We have a yellow trigger here which we will pull. Firing flare. We'll hold the flare up and away from us. The smoke will last for approximately 45 to 60 seconds and then dispose of the flare appropriately once it is finished.
Carrying and being familiar with the safety equipment on your vessel is of vital importance. We caught up with Michael Guest, our fishing guru, to find out what safety gear he carries on his vessel.
G'day, Michael Guest here on behalf of my mates at Marine Rescue New South Wales to talk a little bit about the safety gear that you need on your boat. Now personally I spend a lot of time offshore, inshore, all over the place fishing, and it's great to have that peace of mind to know that your boat's set up properly. A, to have peace of mind, but B, you've got legal requirements to have safety gear on your vessel. Things like marine radios, EPIRBs if you're heading offshore, the right amount of life jackets for everyone on board, bailing buckets, the correct anchor, chain and length of rope to suit the vessel you're in, paddles, 2 litres of water per person. They're all things that you need. To check the whole list out, go to the RMS website and look up boating and it'll give you the whole description of exactly what you need. Even things like charts. So back in the days you'd have paper charts, now we have a big electronic chart to let people know where you are. You can plot your GPS coordinates, all those sorts of things. But safety gear is one of those things that until you need it, you don't realise exactly how important it is. Let's have a look. So the right fire extinguisher to suit your vessel, got one of those there. My good old safety kit, first aid kit I should say, is here. Now it's got all sorts of gear in it and things that I've added to it. So occasionally I've got to pull something out if someone gets a hook in their finger or a small cut or abrasion. And I've actually loaded more gear in there than what they come with as standard. Now this thing here is a pretty cool thing. It has my EPIRB mounted to the side of it there. It sits up right at my feet when I'm driving is where this is sitting the whole time. So it works as a flotation device if you go in the water. So not only does it have an EPIRB ready to go, it has 4 lanyards off the side here. So you can hook your hand through there. And of course should have your life jacket on. And then if we open this up, it's got a rubber seal right around there. So it's all fully waterproof. It's got the flares in there, make sure they're in date. So check the date on your flares. V-sheet, there's fresh water in there. And I've got a cool waterproof torch. These things are fantastic. So that's a head torch, so you don't have to hang on to it. You can strap that onto your head as well, and it is super bright. Check that out. So it's a fully rechargeable one as well, so not worrying about batteries corroding away. Pull this out every once in a while, give it a charge up to make sure it's fully charged. Got a float hanging off the back of it, but it is super bright and fully waterproof, so you definitely need one of those. Pop that back in there and close that up. Oh. As I said, that's at hand and ready to go. And then life jackets are the other big thing. So we can start off with these ones here, which are level 50, which are fine for inshore work, level 100 at least for offshore. And then I've always got mine on. People occasionally say to me, Guesty, where is your life jacket? There it is there. So this is level 150. There's the gas canister. So if you end up in the water, it's just a matter of pulling that down. That gas canister will be released and it'll inflate the jacket. Make sure that it's regularly serviced. You can self-service them, just keep an eye on that. Make sure there's no corrosion in and around those canisters. It's got a whistle on the side, so I can... So whistle there, and also another little tube there to add some extra inflation to the life jacket. As I said before, safety gear is great. You hope you never have to use it, but you want to make sure you've got everything covered in case you do. Don't forget to support our volunteers at Marine Rescue New South Wales. They're the ones saving lives on the water.
Marine rescue units love being involved with their local community, and the Botany Port Hacking Unit is no exception. Let's get on board Botany Hacking 30 with the crew from Channel 9 News Sydney for the fun and excitement of the Port Hacking Putters Regatta. And it comes with a very special safety message.
In these times of jet skis and roaring outboards, there is a more sedate boating event each year on the waters of Port Hacking. It's a gathering of old boats that have been lovingly preserved and restored, and those going along for the ride dress for the occasion.
On the first Saturday of every February, proud boaties break out their vintage beauties, blow off some steam for the annual putt down the port.
Well, the event's about celebrating the great boating history on the Port Hacking. People have put, blood, sweat and tears into rebuilding their vessel.
55 classic and wooden vessels start their slow and steady journey from Cronulla to Lillipilli. And on a grey, grisly day, it was BYO colour. Sailors, Mexicans, plus Gilligan Ginger and the rest.
Here on Gilligan's Isle.
For veteran boatie Tom McGann, the 3-year restoration of his 1910 classic came full circle.
I actually have an original photo of the vessel, and there was a little tiny girl there of about 3 or 4, and I managed to get that little girl, who was then 90, in my boat when we relaunched.
Michael Birdsall was part of the first ever Port Hacking regatta in the 1980s. The annual port parade ran out of steam in the late 1990s, but was rebirthed 4 years ago with an important safety message.
Every boatie here today is checked in either through the mobile app or through the VHF radio. That way, if there is any situation that's a bit out of their control, they can call us.
The SSS Minnow and its castaways taking out best costume and Commodore's pick. Celebrations kicking off.
Only a 3-hour tour, I think, was what we were looking for, but it might go on for a little bit longer than that.
Elizabeth Bryan, 9 News.
Thanks for joining us. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Remember to log on and off on every voyage. Until next time, stay safe on the water.